Hi guys, I hope that you are doing well. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to go through the circles for paper 2 in grade 12. So the questions that will be answered by the objectives of today's lesson will be the following. How do I identify segments and lines related to circles? How do I use properties of a tangent to a circle? So I hope that you'll be able to enjoy the video, and please subscribe and hit the notification button. So a circle is a set of all points in a plane that equidistant from a given point called center of the circle. So most of the time you'll find out that we call that the radius in a way. So that will be r, and the diameter as the r squared, right? So in order for us to understand the circles, we should be able to know that the radius will be the distance from the center to the point of the circle. So with this, it means that the circles, or maybe I can say a circle, just like this, will definitely have the distance between, this particular midpoint up until the circle itself. So this will be the radius, and the entire section will definitely be the diameter, right? So as I said, that the diameter will definitely be the distance across the circle through the center, and this is how you can be able to see it. Diagram of imported terms, right? So this part here will definitely be the center, and the center is actually represented by P, and then the radius will definitely be from here up until here. So from this point up until this point will definitely be called the radius of the circle, right? And diameter will be the blue line, or will be presented by the blue line in a way. So let's move to the next definition. So we have a chord, right? So a chord will be a segment whose endpoints are points on the circle. So that will definitely be this. So it means that the endpoints should actually lie between or inside the circle. So then that will definitely be called a chord, right? So this will never pass the circle, or go outside of circle, and even at point A it will never go out of the circle. So you can actually represent that chord by AB is a chord, right? So with that, let's continue to a secant. So with a secant, this is actually a line that intersects a circle into 2 points, right? So with that, it means that this is not a chord. This intersects a circle in 2 points, meaning that it will definitely intersect the circle and pass. Intersect the circle and pass. So this will definitely be called a secant. So you have to understand the difference between a chord and also a secant, because they might actually give you a theoretical question on how you should be able to approach your question, and with that you should know how the line works, right? So let's move to our next definition, which is actually based on the tangent. So a tangent is a line in the plane of a circle that intersects the circle in exactly 1 point. So this means that the line should actually intersect the circle at a specific point. So this will definitely be the point, and this one will be the radius. So we know that ST is a tangent. So meaning that if we were to talk about the radius here, it means that you can also think about the angle that will definitely be created by the tangent, and that would be 90 degrees. So when you are dealing with angles, those are the things that you should take into consideration so that you can be able to tackle the questions easily. So now let's try to have all of the angles combined, right? Or maybe not just the angles, but these different definitions. So, so now you can actually see that with this example, we have the tangent, we have the chord, we have, the secant. So you have to be able to classify them and deal with them. The reason why I'm saying this is because you can get question based on the chord, secant, tangent, and the diameter itself. And with that, you won't be able to understand the structure of, the circle with these lines. So you have to think about one thing. You can actually check AH, and then you see that this is actually the tangent. And then BC, you'll see that you can deal with the 90 degrees here. You are just thinking about it. Should they ask you to calculate some angles and so forth? And then you can see that you have the diameter, you see, and here you have the chord, and then here you have the secant. So it means that now you can be able to deal with them one by one. Do not get confused when you see something like this. You have to deal with them because you understand how they work, right? So if you want to calculate R, so then you know that R will definitely be here using the circle formula. And if you need the diameter, then you just get the entire diameter as given here, right? So this is how you can actually deal with these definitions or the circle theorems and rules, right? So now remember the tangent, the diameter, the chord, and also the radius. So remember that with the given, you are able to see that this is the diameter, and this is the chord, and this is the radius, and this is the tangent. So let's try to move to our next definition. So we have the tangent circles, and with the tangent circles, where we know that they intersect with each other, so we can actually call that the coplanar. So this is actually important because sometimes when you see the name, you should be able to understand what they are talking about. So that's the only thing that I'm trying to provide you with in this introduction. So the point of tangency will definitely be the point at which tangent line intersect with, the circle. This is very vital. So there is the perpendicular tangent theorem, and with that, they say that if a line is a tangent to a circle, then it is perpendicular to the radius drawn to the point of tangency. So now you can see that the tangent of a circle will definitely be D and E, right? So with this, you are able to know that the angle between these points here will be 90 degrees. But if you check, you will see that there is this angle here between what? Between B, A, and D. So if they say that find the angle of BAD, you have to ask yourself how you can be able to find that, and DE is a tangent, and then AC, like A up until C, will be the diameter, and then the BCA angle will be 5.2. Okay, so if they say that determine the angle of BAD, that will be a good question, but the thing is that you have to think about how you can be able to approach this. So I would say that the best way to deal with this is to do the following. Since we have this angle 5,2, so now we should actually think about the angle here, like the angle that we're gonna get here and the angle that we're gonna get here, right? So it's highly impossible to get the angle here, at the moment. But you can see that this is the 90 degrees towards that 5,2 angle, meaning that if this is 90 degrees, then now we can actually get this other angle by doing this one here. You see this one here, by saying that 90 degrees, right, the plus of 5,2, and then we get the combination of the two. This will be what, 142, right? So 142 as like angles. I'm going to use a calculator. Now we have the calculator here, so we can go there and say that since this is 90 degrees plus 5,2, the angle that we do have here should, make 180, right? So this means that 180 minus 142 should give us the angle here, right? And that will be 180 minus 142, that will be 38. So 38 will be here at this point, 38 degrees, right? So now we know that this is 38 degrees, and also as this is actually your 38 degrees, we are asking ourselves that what will be the BAD down here if we do have 38 degrees. Remember, here this is 90 degrees, right? This is 90 degrees. So meaning that we are going to say that BAD is equals to 90 degrees minus 38 degrees, and this is equals to, so this is equals to 5,2 degrees. So this is how you can actually approach this question and be able to deal with it later. I gave you this because I wanted to calculate something at the end. So please make sure that you continue watching the series so that you can be able to understand the complex questions. Thanks.